Good evening, viewers. Today we are celebrating Silver Jubilee of Fog, Festival of Globe, and today here with us is our very special Dr. Japra, and I'm so excited about this evening and is the celebration. I have so many questions to ask you because from past couple of months I have been following Fog and seeing the festival and the celebration, being part of it. Just wanted to know how did this inspire you to start Fog, and what was the trigger which inspired you to start Fog?
Well, 25 years ago, we used to do these functions indoor, and suddenly we thought that we're not getting the same traction from the mainstream people and our children. We said, let's get out. So we started the parade and the mela, especially on the Independence Day on the 15th of August. And we had 5,000 people first year when we had Asha Parekh at those days, on 93. And since then, we had Amitabh Bachchan, we had Shatrughan Sinha, Dharmender, we've had Khanna, Vinod Khanna, and many superstars. And this year, we had 150,000 people.
Wow,
150,000 people.
That's
See,
amazing.
and now we close 6-lane street, Paseo Padre, and the Walnut. And then we get this parade where we have people from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Kutch to Bengal, every state is represented. And about 4 years ago, there are a lot of other communities out there, Chinese American, Mexican American, Hispanics, and Koreans, and Japanese, and European. And they said they want to get together and do something like this. I said, okay, come join us, and we made it Festival of Globe. So since then, we do our Global Movie Fest, we do a Fog Summit, we do the International Fashion Show, we do the award show. So since then, it's been coming up. And next year, 2017, is going to be 25 years. So this is the kickoff today. It's a kickoff today. So we're going to start preparing just like Olympics. You have to start almost a year beforehand.
I get it. So 2017 is when we are going to celebrate the Silver Jubilee. Okay.
Absolutely. So I tell you, it's not going to be 150,000 people. It'll be probably double the number of people. So we have to get ready. And we are coming up with many new programs, which is going to be part of this 25th anniversary. We are trying to all our old grand marshals and, of course, all the people who have been contributing for the last 24 years. We want to get them back involved. We want the new generation who is really super excited. I want it to be like Chinese Day Parade, 100 years old, and Mardi Gras, 200 years old. So those are the kind of things we're going to leave some legacy here with the Indian Americans, where they should keep doing it year after year.
So Dr. Japra has done a lot of charity work. He is not only a cardiologist, a very famous, internationally acclaimed cardiologist, but a philanthropist and also a community leader. He's an influencer, and I would like to know how many people. I know personally that hundreds and thousands of women you have empowered, and you work with the Fog Charity works with the youth and seniors.
Absolutely.
But what's your vision to take it ahead?
Well, like you said, we are the non-profit organization, and our goal is to empower our community, whether through the youth, through women, and of course the people who are disabled, the senior people. So we've been doing this work through our temple at the Fremont Hindu Temple, at the Federation of Indo-Americans, and they've been constantly working on these. And we have these wings. We have the Indian Women Empowered Wing. Now we have FOG, WE we call it, Women Empowered. Then we have the Youth Empowerment. This year we had Against the Sex Crime. That was the whole theme. And now we have diversity, where we want all the diverse people get together, get empowered. So that is a goal. But at the same time, celebration is the key thing. See, I think in life, unless you celebrate, be happy, get all the children involved, and let them feel that celebration is what life is all about. That's the second day. You just can't keep working and keep learning and keep this thing, but if you can celebrate and imbibe those values and philosophies and the culture and be proud of it, I tell you, there's nothing like it. And that's what my goal has been, my vision has been. If we can connect these communities together, empower these communities, and of course I believe in educating them, and then eradicate some of these vices out there, about sex crime and the women There's a sex trafficking out there. There's a violence. Many of these, even kids, children, women get violence at home. So we have been working on those issues as well.
Tell us something about your Fog Movie Festival.
Absolutely. Like I said, 4 years ago, the only way to connect community is either through the performing arts, which is dance, songs, drama, music. The other thing is through the film arts. Film arts is something which stays for a long time, and movies become classic, and if you want to get some message across, that's the best way to do it. So there are a lot of independent movie makers out there who never get a chance to show their movies. The commercial movies is one thing. So last year we had 3,000 movies submitted to us.
3,000, wow.
And we showed about 75 movies out of those, so all over the world, and mainly theme-oriented. Some of these independent, filmmakers out there, the films stay in the closets, they never see the air out there, but once they come to the festivals like ours, at least people appreciate it, and everybody has worked their life out, sacrificed their earnings and money and savings and everything else, and if they made a movie, it should be seen. And now, especially now through the digital distribution these days, what Netflix of the world has done, and now Amazon's doing it, Apple, everybody else. So we are trying to get it out there, these movies, so people can watch them, especially some of the themes which are about the same as our festival theme is.
That's amazing. That's really good work, and that will give opportunity to thousands of new budding artists, directors. That's amazing. But I have this amazing curious. I mean, I was always curious. What was the motivation? Who was your mentor or a hero who inspired you to from a cardiologist to take over the journey of a community leader?
Well, when I came here in 70s, I saw that they were, we were handicapped. We didn't even have a temple or a cultural center or a community center, and we used to go to the churches and do that. And this Hare Rama, Hare Krishna people were here. They thought we are here to convert people, and we could not get even a permit for the temple. So luckily, Mayor was my patient, as a cardiologist. So I said we need a temple. He bought us one of these churches. That's the only way was to get the permit. And that's how we converted one of the churches into a Hindu temple. And then how these things get going. And then the children said, we don't want to wear Indian clothes, they don't want Indian food, we are American born. And we said, well, we need to have our culture, our heritage imbibed in those. Then we named it as a Hindu temple and cultural center. And then we started the parade, the mela, and the whole thing. It just has been a great journey. As far as my mentor is concerned, nobody in particular now, but when Swami Vivekananda came, he awakened, the Western world out here, and we came over here. I felt that we should contribute whatever little we can do it. Right when I was in my 20s, I started doing it 1/3 community work, 1/3 professional, and 1/3 for the family. And this is the advice I'll give it to a lot of young people like you and others out there. Start early. Otherwise, once you make money and then you get too lazy and you may not be able to get the things done. So if you start early and do things in parallel, because you can always make money all the time and you don't really need money to. I've seen billionaires out there sitting home and then they can't even eat what they want to eat, and they can't even travel, so they get so disabled. But at the same time, if you can do everything in parallel, that's the best way to do it. And I was fortunate enough that I could do these things in parallel, and I've been enjoying it. Every year it's like a new baby to me. Every festival is a new baby, and I'm even more enthused than the last year every year.
Of course. So that's a lesson for all of us to learn, that start early and don't wait till you get a billionaire. And charity is something which every person should do, and each and every single moment is a celebration of life. So live it to the fullest, as Dr. Japra tells us. Thank you so much, Dr. Japra, for inviting Jai Ho TV, and we are so immensely grateful to be part of the celebration. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sudhi, and my hello to all the viewers of Jai Ho TV, and wish you all the luck and keep the community work out there. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.